So Colby from Talman's class wants to know, how does this book connect to Orange Shirt Day?
So Orange Shirt Day means a couple of things. It means reconciliation. So reconciliation means that we acknowledge that at the time of settlement, and I have some family members that are from Europe as well, that when they came to Canada, things started to be done differently. And if you can imagine that somebody comes to your home and starts serving different food or taking your toys from you or changing things around or sometimes being disrespectful, it can be really hurtful. And so throughout the time of settlement, there was lots of things that were done that were really hurtful to First Nations people and the land, because you have to remember that the land is our relative too. And so reconciliation means that we acknowledge what happened was not okay and being the change. So, for example, when you say sorry to somebody, a lot of the time, the best way to say sorry is, I think I realize how it hurt you and I'm sorry. And so, what we need to do is start looking at all the ways that people were hurt or people were harmed or how it would make us feel to be in that position and do something differently about it. Because if we're hitting somebody and we say sorry and then keep hitting them, that's not a change. We have to change our behavior, right? And so Orange Shirt Day is about saying, I'm starting to understand what this is about, what could be done differently, and we're going to do it. And so the connection of this book is that the things that I'm writing about are some of our traditional teachings. And if we can include those into the way that we live, that's a form of reconciliation. So, for example, we don't mistreat trees. If we're going to touch their branches, we ask permission, just like our bodies. And if we're going to, go for a swim in the ocean or the river to cool off in the summer, we give thanks to the water because it doesn't have to do that for us. It's generous. Mother Earth is generous to us. And so when we can remember all those things, then we can start to be more respectful to the land. And that's one of the most important things about sharing Canada as it is now, is making sure that there is something for the next generation. And so in the book, when you see that the tree was rotting into the ground and then another tree was growing, it's about giving back and making sure that there's something left for the next generation. And so when we talk about residential schools, one of the things that we missed out on was the ability to teach our kids these teachings. And so now we're bringing them back through books like this.
Thank you for that. That's really helpful information to know. And one of the things you said is you didn't say that Orange Shirt Day is about knowing everything that was wrong and being perfect and fixing it. That's not what reconciliation is. Reconciliation, what you said, is beginning to know what you did wrong and or working towards reconciliation. That we don't have to know everything at this point because we don't. Even grown-ups who think they know a lot still have a lot to learn. And so one of the things that I encourage you to do is that our learning does not end today. Our learning on Orange Shirt Day and Truth and Reconciliation doesn't end today. There's lots of resources like what's in the virtual classroom to explore and learn some more.